Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a mid-monthly reading for January 2019, and it focuses on the areas of love and relationships and career and finance. For the reading, the love and relationship portion, I will be using the Wheel of the Year Tarot by Los Scarabeo, and I'll also pull a Romance Angels card. And for the finance portion, I use the Gilded Tarot by Sarah Marchetti and pull an additional oracle card from the Life Purpose deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading. If you're interested, all of the info can be found in the description box below this video. I would also encourage you, if you haven't already, to take a look at your 2019 overview. It's a special reading that I put out at the beginning of each year, and it just gives you a good idea of what's coming up, during each month of this year. So I will put the links for those as well in the description box below the video. All right, so I will stop for now, and we'll see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Hi Gemini, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading. So we'll start off with career and finance. So the first card that you have, so this will be the energy heading into the last couple of weeks of the month, is the 8 of Swords, followed by the Knight of Swords, and the outbound energy is Major Arcana number 21, the World. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, you have the Page of Swords. So lots of swords energy in your reading, which you all obviously are an air sign. The oracle card that came out is Speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. We'll get to this more in 1 second. But it's interesting because you begin the reading here with this very restrictive energy, right? The 8 of Swords, you can see that the woman she has her hands are bound, she's blindfolded. It looks as though there's no way out of this situation. She's imprisoned. But actually, this is only sort of, she's imprisoned in her mind, right? These are only her thoughts keeping her feeling imprisoned, because the Suit of Swords, it deals with the mind. It's the suit of the intellect. It's air energy. It's where we come up with our ideas. It's also to do with psychic abilities, intuition, and also communication, how we communicate those ideas, how we get those ideas across to other people. So many times, this 8 of Swords is when we're in a situation and we think that there's no way out, or we are unable or unwilling to see a way out of that situation. But, the main message or guidance message of the 8 of Swords is that, it is only in our mind, and there is a way out. We really are not stuck. It's really not as bad as it seems. It has to do with changing our thought pattern, right? In order to break free, in order to get out of this sort of self-imposed prison. So thinking about, the work sector, we're focusing here more on career and finance. This could be, you thinking or feeling as though you're in a very, sort of difficult situation and you don't see a way out of it. This could be you unhappy in the job that you're doing. This could be you worried about your finances, not seeing a way out of the financial situation that you're in, feeling unable to move, feeling unable to, or actually, the woman is like she's consumed here, right? It's like she's consumed with fear. And so it's this fear that's really keeping her imprisoned here. And so sometimes, yes, you can feel helpless, right? And it's like maybe you feel helpless because everything just seems very, overwhelming. But all you need to do is sort of have the courage to remove the blindfold, to make your way through the swords. You have everything that you need to get out of this situation, but it does take courage in order to do so. What you have coming in, and you have, sort of similar energies here with the overall energy and then the energy of the present moment. You have the Page and the Knight of Swords. And obviously, like I said, this is it is air energy. So, this could just be you very much, appearing in your element here, you coming through very strongly as this, air energy. But pages and knights, they bring news of things. They bring offerings. With this Page of I'm sorry. Well, yeah, we'll talk about him first. The Page of Swords as the overall energy. This could be news coming into you, right? This could be news about a new job. This could be news that could actually help get you out of this Eight of Swords energy, right? This could maybe you've been waiting to hear about a job. You've applied for a new job, and it's like you've been waiting to hear back from them to see if you're going to get the interview. Maybe you have interviewed and you're waiting to see if, if they're actually going to call you and offer you anything. So there's news coming through as the overall energy. And, as this is air energy, it's this page. I mean, I usually view pages more as events. They bring their messengers, they bring in news. So this could just be news coming in. But the Page the Page of Swords is a very forceful communicator as well. So if there is something to be negotiated or, you need to get your point across, this is very good energy to have because, he's very good at communication. But messages coming in, and it's usually a message, pertaining to having to do with a current problem, a current issue. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's, this news is going to move you out of this Eight of Swords energy. And then going back to the present with the Knight of Swords, it's more of the same, really. And the Knight of Swords is, he has his sword drawn. He's ready for battle. He's ready to charge off, to go after whatever this new thing is, this new opportunity, and he's this kind of, he's off on a quest here, and you can see he's the horse is sort of rearing up, and he's ready to go. So I think after you get this news, you feel just very determined, very focused. Nothing's going to get in your way now. You know what you want, you know what you need to do to get it. You're very good at sort of using your intellect, coming up with the ideas. Again, communication very strong, and you're just raring to go. And I think that this new opportunity, is going to bring about a brand new cycle for you because you end with the World, and the World is the last of the major arcanas, and it typically speaks of, a significant ending in your life. So closing out a particularly long chapter in your life. So if you have worked at a place for quite a while, or if you have lived in the same place for quite a while, or if you've done the same thing for quite a while, it's like this now with the World coming in, there's completion, there's an ending. You're closing out that one chapter, you're ready to embark upon this brand new one. So there's completion here. There's also completion with some type of accomplishment, right? So feeling good about ending, feeling good about the beginning that comes after, because what comes after the World, it goes back to the Zero card with the Fool, and the Fool begins a brand new journey. So, there's a significant ending, but there's also a brand new beginning that's coming in with this card. So, you're ending out one chapter. It looks as though you feel very excited, and I think everything is just going to sort of take off once this news comes in, this clarity, this news coming in, message about this new opportunity, or it could have to do with if you've been waiting to move for a while and, waiting to hear if you're going to get the place, or are they going to rent you the apartment? Are you going to be able to buy the house? Are you going to be able to move to that new town or state or country, whatever it is? There's news coming in, and it's like, boom, once you receive it, then it's all go. And it's, and again, with this World card, this can indicate travel. This can be travel across, overseas. So this could be traveling around the world to a different place, moving to a different place, moving to a different country. A job opportunity, it could have an international component to it, or it could be located at quite a distance from where you are. So, lots of exciting energy surrounding you. Let's take a look at the oracle card, and it's speaker, and it says, this card indicates that your dream of being a professional speaker is more than a dream. You have much to share with others, and the best way to reach your audience is on the speaker's platform. While it's normal to feel intimidated by the process of presenting your ideas in public, the angels see that your life purpose will help you overcome these fears. In fact, you'll learn to enjoy being a public speaker according to this card. You may have also received this card because your soul's profession involves some other aspect of teaching or entertainment. For example, you may be destined for acting, dancing, singing, or playing a musical instrument. This card indicates that your purpose involves a public arena and that you are well suited to bring blessings to a wide audience. So interesting because, like I was saying with communication and with the speaker card coming out, you definitely have, a lot of energy surrounding you, to be able to get your point across, to express yourself, right? To communicate well with others. So it's interesting that this speaker card came out, with all of these swords cards in your reading, but definitely exciting new beginnings coming in for you over the next couple of weeks. All right, so let's move on to your love and relationship reading. You have in the past position, Major Arcana number 13, Death, followed by the King of Chalices, the King of Cups, and the outbound energy, Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, you have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. So very nice energy, right? And from the Romance Angels deck, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So starting off here with the overall energy of the Lovers, obviously this can represent a deep soulmate connection with another individual, even a sort of past life connection. It doesn't, the Lovers doesn't always have to be romantic. Obviously here we're looking at romance as well as other relationships. So this can be family members, this can be friends, it's that type of reading. It can also be romantic. Soulmates also appear as friends. During our lifetime, we can have soulmates who are just good friends of ours, who are work colleagues, and then obviously our romantic partners. So however it plays out in your life, but this could be a soulmate connection coming in for you. Excuse me. So if you have already met this person, if you're already in a relationship, this could be a deepening of the relationship. You can see here that this represents a wedding ceremony. There's a hand tying ceremony, and we have the doves there. So there could be for some of you an engagement, a wedding, taking things to the next level. It looks like a very sort of springtime setting here with all the flowers. So this might, if there is an engagement, the wedding might be coming up in the springtime. The Lovers can also represent a choice in early tarot decks. It was actually called the Choice, this card, because it would usually depict a man or a woman standing, before two other people, needing to choose between, the other people. And ultimately, that decision would affect all three of them. So there's a significant choice possibly to be made, even a life-altering decision. But the soul, the Lovers, this soulmate connection, it's a very powerful one. It's about, having that deep connection with another individual. And I was just focusing here on this hand tie. So there could be a, something to do with coming together and actually getting engaged. I'm getting, for some of you, that could be. Obviously, this is not going to resonate with everybody. For those of you who are not in a relationship, this could be this soulmate connection coming in over the next couple of weeks, right? You might be meeting this person over the next couple of weeks. And obviously, if you are, then, that probably there will not be, an engagement, a wedding so quickly, but there could be this beginning and meeting this person coming up over the next couple of weeks. So, reading for different people here. So however that applies to you. But that's the overall energy. But when we start off with this Death card, and if I didn't say it already, the Lovers, it's associated with the sign of Gemini. So you might be dealing with another Gemini. Obviously, I'm reading for you, Gemini. There could be a Gemini individual here. We also have, as far as other signs, the Chariot is linked with Cancer. The King of Chalices, King of Cups, this could be an older water sign individual. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So far we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini. And then with the Death card is associated with Scorpio. So Scorpio coming through twice, Cancer coming through twice. So there could be a water sign individuals playing, a significant role. Okay, going back to the Death card. So the Death card usually, it represents a significant ending to, this can be in any area, right? To a work situation. This can be ending a friendship, ending a relationship. It can also have to do with ending like a way of thinking, ending something that you have been doing, for example, like a habit, or a bad habit even. It can be ending that. It can also, much like I was saying with the World card, it's not just the ending, but it's what it brings in, it's what it heralds, which is a brand new beginning. So, for some of you, you could have had this ending, whether this is ending a previous relationship, ending a phase of your current relationship. You could have already experienced this, right, with it sitting in the past position. Obviously, time is quite fluid, and not everybody will hear this reading at the same time. So for some of you, this is already, or this could be even, farther back in the past. For others, you might just be going through this. And it's interesting because she's called in this deck the Black Lady. And, it's about, like I was saying, this transformation. It's more than just the death. It's what comes next, right? So great change, rebirth, transformation, new beginnings. Can also have to do with departure. And we do have the Chariot card, which is also movement. And you also have movement and, going on up here. So there might be, this tie between the two readings here. This new relationship might be in some way tied in with this new opportunity. You might meet this individual after you move to the new location, if you are moving. But new, transformation and new beginnings. Death can also speak of needing to face fears at times. So if there has been any fear of beginning a new relationship, it's like you're overcoming that. You're having this brand new cycle. Death can also be, if you're already in a relationship, you could be ending one phase of the relationship and, beginning a brand new one, which could speak to this, ending. If you've only been dating, you're ending that now, and now you're starting to, you get engaged or you get married. So it's ending one phase of it and taking on to the next. So different messages coming through. But then we have this King of Cups sitting at the center of the reading. And this could be an older water sign individual, could even be your father, could be the father of your children. But as, the King of Cups, he's really mastered his particular suit. And the suit of Cups is water energy, and it deals with like our emotions. It deals with our feelings, relationships. And he's usually very compassionate, right? He's very, his emotions are pretty balanced. He's a fair individual. He's usually loving. And he's holding this, this offering of love. He's holding this Holy Grail, the chalice of love here. So, he could be, this could be the person coming in with this new offering of love. He's somebody who's very, excuse me, very creative, quite intuitive, caring, open, receptive individual. And then we have this Victory card, the Chariot. It is a card of victory after struggle, victory after, facing obstacles or difficulties. And, it's forward momentum, and it also can speak of travel across land, forward momentum, moving forward with something, getting the green light on something. It can be, again, this moving relationship forward, so taking things to the next level. In this particular deck, it's called the Brilliant Messenger. So there could be this message, this offering of love coming in, by the end of the month. It also speaks of a springtime reawakening. And I was talking about spring, so there could be something to do with spring, and things kind of maturing in the springtime. It talks about destinations and going, it's a positive forward movement heading to new destinations. So there could be a movement involved. And let's take a look at your oracle card. It says this could be the one. Let me find it. Here we go. It says this card signals that you've already met the person you romantically seek. Perhaps you're already in a relationship with him or her. The romance angel sent you this card because it seems you're not recognizing or enjoying the full potential of this person and relationship. Sometimes you may overlook someone who's meant for you because you have a different idea of what your partner should look like or act like. Take a moment to consider who this might be. The first person to come to mind is probably the one. Next, invite the romance angels into your dreams as you're going to bed. Ask them to give you very clear information about your romantic partner, either in your present relationship or a future one. During sleep, you're more open to angelic guidance. When you awaken, you may not remember your dreams, but you will have a clearer sense of romance and partnership. Take any action you feel called to based on your inner guidance, even if it seems unrelated to your love life. Trust that the angels are leading you toward the one you desire. And you definitely have this, heading towards. So again, for some of you, you could already be with this individual. For others, there could be, you could be meeting this person. It could come after a move. For others, this is moving things forward, right? Taking things to the next level. However you look at it, it is positive. You have, this victory card as the outbound energy. You have this beautiful soulmate connection as the overall energy. So it does look like a good rest of the month for you. So I hope that these messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of January. Bye for now.